The Washington Commanders are currently 2-2, but they're showing a lot of good potential to be a playoff caliber team in the future. Yes, they are 2-2. That means they're at 500, but this team could easily be 3-1. They're showing a lot of good things and some bad things as well. But let's start off with the positives. Sam Howell is definitely the right quarterback for this team. He has been very good with this team. Besides a few bad plays and one bad game against the Buffalo Bills, he's shown that he could be a franchise quarterback with this team, even dating back to the one game last season against the Dallas Cowboys. Sam Howell has a very good arm. His throw power is insane, and he's very good when they give him a clean pocket. They have a good run game as well with Brian Robinson Jr., who has been the bell cow running back with his team. Antonio Gibson does get carries, but he's more into that receiving back role at this point in time in his career. Brian Robinson Jr., on the other hand, averaged 4.3 yards a carry, 3 touchdowns, and has 261 rushing yards on the season. And they're getting the ball out to Terry McLaurin, who is one of the best wide receivers in the NFL today. Jahan Dotson is very good as well. He was a first-round pick from last year's draft class. And Curtis Samuel is very good as well. A very good, versatile wide receiver that can beat you over top, and he can put in the backfield as well and just do a lot of good things with his speed. The only thing you worry about with Curtis Samuel is his health. Now, this is the bad thing with the Washington Commanders. They've won 2 games, and they've lost 2 games solely off that offensive line alone. Sam Howell has been sacked 24 times this season in 4 games. He got sacked 5 times against the Philadelphia Eagles, 9 times against the Buffalo Bills. He also got sacked 4 times against the Denver Broncos and 6 times against the Arizona Cardinals. They have to do a better job protecting him up front. If they can't protect him up front, he's not going to make it out this season. They have to go out there and do a better job protecting him. He gets pressured and he gets hit a lot in the pocket. And even with that, he's still going out there and making a lot of good passes and making a lot of good decisions. This is a kid that only has 5 starts underneath his belt. And he's looked very good in every single game he's played in, except against the Buffalo Bills, to where he thrown the 4 interceptions and they lost 37-3. But everyone on the offense had a bad day. Eric Bieniemy is the right play caller for this team. If they can figure out this offensive line protection, they will be in a better situation because their defense is very good. Chase Young did miss week 1 against the Arizona Cardinals. He was dealing with a stinger to the neck, but he has 2.5 sacks in the season. Deron Payne and Jonathan Allen are 2 very good defensive tackles. Jonathan Allen has 2 sacks in the season, and Deron Payne has a sack, and they're very good against stopping the run and pushing the pocket, and they're making life very easy for Montez Sweat, who has 3.5 sacks in the season and 2 forced fumbles. So they are very good up front. Their linebackers are a bit questionable. Cody Barton isn't the best linebacker. He needs to step his game up. He's a veteran linebacker that they got from the Seattle Seahawks in free agency. He needs to be better. Jamin Davis needs to take the next step into being a true essential linebacker with this team. They selected him in the first round a couple years ago, and their secondary is very good. They have guys like Kendall Fuller, who's a good veteran corner. They have Cameron Curl as well, and I like Forrest as well, the free safety position. So they have some good players on their defense. Their defense is strong. It just comes down to this offensive line, that protection. If they can go out and just cut these sacks in half, Sam Howell will be even better. Like I said, he's young. He's going to continue to get better. But the fact that he's already this good at this stage of his career is a very good thing to see. And I'm happy for Washington Commanders fans. They have been through hell for the last couple of years when they were underneath Dan Snyder. This is a new ownership, and you can tell how these guys are coming out and playing right now. It's like a weight has been lifted off their shoulders. I like what Ron Rivera has been doing lately with this team. I would have loved to see this team go for 2 against the Philadelphia Eagles when it came down to that last drive in the 4th quarter, which is another good showing by Sam Howell. They were down in that game. They almost beat the Philadelphia Eagles. He has that game tie-in drive. They go for it and kick the field goal. And then in overtime, he had a crazy throw to Terry McLaurin. And the next thing you know, the referees say that it was not a catch. And there was a lot of 50-50 calls in that game that went towards the Eagles, and it went towards the Commanders as well. But if they call that a catch, we can be talking about this team being 3-1 instead of being 2-2. They're going to give a lot of teams in this division a lot of problems. They already give the Philadelphia Eagles problems, even dating back to last season when they had Taylor Heineke as a starting quarterback. They beat him in that Monday Night Football game, and they barely came out of Philly with a win in this game to where they won by a field goal. They beat the Dallas Cowboys last season in the last game of the season with Sam Howell. You expect for that to be a good rivalry for the next upcoming weeks and for the next upcoming years if Sam Howell can stay healthy. And the New York Giants are just having a lot of difficulties right now protecting Daniel Jones and just scoring points. So they are in the thick of things. We could be talking about a situation where the Commanders can go out there and upset some teams and they can make their way into the playoffs or even be a top team in this division. But let me know in the comment section below, how do you feel about the Washington Commanders? If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, hit the like button. Most importantly, want each and every last of you guys stay safe, stay positive. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Peace.